Welcome back, guys. Thanks for checking out the show again. Episode 60. My good friend, Justin Simmons from the other side of the Beehive was on our show tonight, for our 1-year anniversary. If you like to talk about music, I'll leave it alone. It goes everywhere. I was going to say some things. I'll let it be. This is an interesting episode. The guy's everywhere, man. We have a good chemistry when we talk. So don't miss this one. He's a fellow podcaster. He's the reason I got into this stuff, man. So check this out. Thank you guys for all your support. Welcome. You're listening to the 27th Hour with Junior
and Dre Rocker.
Get ready, strap in, and hang on.
Hey, welcome to the club. Okay, we're on the right track. Like, so you good? You guys find the game? I don't know.
Welcome back to the show. Indeed, welcome back to the show.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in here.
There's a bunch.
Shout out Justin Simmons,
Thank you, sir.
other side of the Beehive.
Thank you, sir.
Bro, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Yo, you're doing great.
Well, we
You're
got
doing great,
we got an audience.
right?
So we're gonna see how this goes. I don't know. Everybody's here to help us celebrate our 1 year, bro.
1 year, huh?
1 year.
Can you believe it? Consistent 1 year too. It's not like you've just been
50
kind of laying low and you pop up and lay low and pop up.
No,
It's been consistent the whole time.
Trying, bro. You were on one of the very first few.
I was on a Lost episode.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, yeah.
I have
And
it in the
then-
archives.
Yeah, and then me and Angel came on, and dude, you guys are killing it.
Thanks, man.
Look at this.
It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. Do you want to see my foggy little machine behind us? Check this out. It's gonna get foggy, everybody.
Got
Hang
some
out.
Smoke rolling on.
Watch this.
Get the whole Freddy Krueger
It's coming.
experience here, huh?
Watch it come
Oh,
chugging
shit.
out. It's gonna chug out of this little machine right here. See that? Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's the
wow,
new
man.
creation right there.
Wow.
Thanks to everybody for coming. I don't know what we're gonna talk about.
What do you ever know what you're going to talk about?
No.
You shoot these from the hip, right?
Every single one of them.
Yeah, and that's the best way to do it. I think if you come in and you write down a schedule, it's not organic, right?
Right.
But if we're just sitting here bullshitting, it's the best way to podcast, right?
I totally agree. Have you ever been caught in one of them moments you're like, wished I had a fucking question?
So what we do on the other side of the Beehive, we've got a board, and we have a few topics that we remember throughout the week.
Yeah.
And if there's that downtime, I shoot at the board. Angel shoots at the board.
And you can see it. You're like,
yeah, and it just,
so what color's your hair when you were born?
because it's hard when you're interviewing somebody, especially people that haven't podcast before.
Right.
They get a little uncomfortable sometimes. They don't know how to make a conversation roll,
Isn't that
right?
weird?
It is odd.
Because we're
And
just talking.
And it is, but this freaks
Yeah.
people out, right?
And then audience see it.
and people you don't know, right?
Right.
Like if it's you're meeting somebody for the first time, it makes it a little bit tougher. But when you're with friends, it's a lot easier, right?
Yeah, it's just chilling.
Yeah.
So you guys were my first podcast ever.
Yeah. I
Thank
think
you.
it was like episode 20 something.
Oh, say 27. That'd be great.
You know, we have to look into that. It might have been.
We might have
It's
to look-
somewhere around there.
I have to look that up. Jade's on it right now.
So
I got her over your left shoulder.
you came
I did a couple of times.
one time, and then you brought Cater, right?
Yeah, Cade came. I don't remember how far apart we were, but
It was a few episodes later.
Yeah, man.
So
him too. So yeah, we've been on that little bad boy twice, bro.
twice, right? And in theory, this is the third time I've been on your podcast. Hopefully, you come back to ours.
Yeah. Am I invited?
You know, it's family there, my friend.
For sure. That's how it is
Right.
here too.
Yeah.
I remember when we got the weirdest thing, right? That I've always wanted a podcast. I've always loved them. Loved them, man. Love the form. Love the idea. Love I can say junior words.
Yeah.
I'm not censored. I'm not as
Right.
of yet, right? So I love that idea.
Yeah.
I never knew how to like go about it, man. I mean,
Never figured out an outlet to do it yet.
it's simple, right? But it's
Right.
not.
Well,
There's
now-
a lot to it, bro. There's
Now
a lot
that
of
you
steps.
now that you think about it, it's simple. But to get to that point, it was a lot. There was a lot to it, right? There's a
Oh,
lot more
dude.
steps than just saying, "Hey, I'm going to do a podcast," and then go with it.
Well, it was like you can do it with your cell phone, right? You can just record
Yep.
something and
Yep.
do it simple, but why the fuck would we do something like that when we could
Go all the way in, for God's sake.
Just a little. It's a workshop too, though, right? So I work in here too. They seen me earlier. You were here.
I was here. You were creating metal creations, right? You were painting in here, getting us all lit.
That was a good time.
It was.
What number is it? Bro.
No, there's that the first one? Well, it was a little bit later than that.
Still a great number. I mean, Donovan Mitchell number, Like, it's still a great number.
True that.
That's almost how old my wife is.
Facts.
I don't know how you fucking didn't beat me to that one. I'll just throw that out there and get it going right away.
It's kind of mean when you do it.
It doesn't work, dude. It doesn't work at all.
Especially when he cooked. She cooked all this good-ass food. Like, it's been posting it.
Yeah, shout out to my beautiful wife.
Yeah, everybody. She made this happen for sure, right?
That woman right there, I talk about her too much. I know that, but man, I don't know.
Too much, but not enough.
None of this is even close to possible.
Right.
I just work, and she does all this. And then you guys come and hang out. I love it.
Yeah, it was great. Dude, I'm honored to be here on the 1 year anniversary show.
Honored to have you, bro.
It's a little nervous, yeah, I'm going to be honest. And I never get nervous when we podcast. Never.
Dude, there's a lot of people in here.
Yeah.
What does my daughter do? She has her own show. It's called Sad Girl Hours.
Yeah.
Shout out my daughter Serena. She has a couple episodes dropped. Her first one, she does a breathing thing. You got to check it out. She's like, okay. She says
this where she has
says
everybody
this.
take a deep breath?
Yeah, she's like,
Yeah,
listen,
yeah.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
Talking a little fast. Let's everybody take a breath. I'm going to take a breath. Like,
It takes nuts to do that.
I think it's great. Dude.
It takes nuts to do that.
I'd be scared. I'd stumble away from it.
Right.
I'd fight my way through it for sure. And she's like,
And
I'm nervous.
You know,
I'm
going to
take a breath.
That the people that are listening, 95% of those people probably do the same thing, right?
And I guarantee you they all took a breath.
Yep.
I thought it was cool. Like the way she engages people like that.
Right.
It's cool to see how we all do it so different.
Right.
We have different angles on everything. But back to what I started with was I went on. So you came here because we lost tabs, right? So
We went to school together, basically through junior high and when you were there during high school, right? I didn't attend much there as well.
long story.
Yeah, so we knew each other as kids, right?
Yep.
I don't know who turned me on to you.
I probably turned you on.
Well, you turned me on.
Just,
But
if you're looking closely.
I'm trying.
Like, why is he pitching a
With
tent
a beard,
right now?
With a beard. I got to have a beard, though.
Hey, take a deep breath.
I'm a little nervous. I'm talking a little
Let's
fast.
get it figured out. So I think I looked you up on the Facebook. Are we allowed to say Facebook on?
God, I don't know.
I mean, what's his name? Zuckerberg might come for you.
That's what I'm saying.
Be careful.
So I looked you up on the Facebook. I came in and got a tattoo, and we just started riffing about, I know this guy, and I was like, hey, yeah, by the way, I have a podcast. And there's a light bulb in Junior's eyes that went, what? And it was probably a week later we had you on the show, and I will tell you, the Beehive never grew bigger than when you guys shared our page. Bar none.
Hell
We've
yeah.
never had a bigger run than when you guys shared our page.
Cool.
We had the giveaway all went in on, and I'm so proud of this show and what you've done.
Thanks,
and
man.
how consistent and how great the content is.
I couldn't do it without these people, man. I just sit here and talk.
Right.
Like, everybody does everything. It's cool.
And then the funny part was I knew a guy named Dre.
Yeah. We talked about that little cool story the other day.
Yeah, who basically helped me and Angel through our podcasting journey, reached out to us, had no clue who we even were, right? Said, hey, listen to your guys' show. He knew Brian. Brian was he's our producer now. He knew Brian from back in the DJ world and came on, said, hey, you guys could use this, this, and this. Didn't even know who we are and says, hey, you guys need to be on video.
I didn't know that. That's dope. Dude.
Yeah, I gave them equipment and yeah, man, that's what it's about though. Like when you have somebody or you have something you can share to somebody else, why not?
Right.
You know what I mean? Why hold it all yourself?
No, there's no way.
It doesn't make no sense because it's like a trickle effect, man. If I would have done that, I wouldn't have met you. You know what I mean?
Right.
This whole thing wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, totally.
Yeah.
And when you lead with your heart and you're doing like something because you mean it. There's such good intent behind the move, and it's not like, I'm going to get these fuckers.
Especially
It
positive.
doesn't work, bro.
Positive vibes.
Yeah.
Everybody feeds off that, right?
For sure.
It's going to be more than just, hey, how are you, yada, yada, thanks for the advice. It was way more than that, and look what it's led to. You know what I
Man,
mean?
it's crazy. We're just going to keep going. We'll see what happens. Who knows? But when you've seen that little light bulb click, that scares me a little bit. Because this happens. But when I went on your show, I was... I've always been interested how to do this, and I don't know, man. When we went on that show, it just happened. I just felt it. I was like, man, I got to do this.
It wasn't far beyond that once you started going at it.
Yeah, it wasn't very long after that. And then I was trying to remember how he walked in the picture, but it wasn't very far after, man.
You would ask me if I knew anybody that knew how to edit and do things like that, and I says, well, I know the guy.
Because you helped me,
yeah,
remember?
We had the iPad, and we sat and tried
down
to
there
figure it
fucking
out.
around a garage band.
Yeah.
Trying to edit stuff, man.
And I says, I'm shooting from the hip there, but I don't know exactly what I'm doing,
Yeah.
but we can try. And I said, well, I know the guy. Why don't you get in contact with this guy? And then
Yeah, dude.
now we never see Dre anymore, and he's a fucking billionaire, and he's tied up here all the
he's
time.
running like 10 different shows, and
Which kind of leads you into the next thing. Like, you started another show with the Hour Continues, like all within a year.
yeah, man. We
It's fucking dope, man.
sometimes I just wonder. I really do.
My question is, how many miles do you got on your car, bud?
Yeah,
Way too many.
We need to,
Like, yeah.
we need to get you moved up here, bro.
And just open up the room. Open up the room.
Do that. We
You can
do
sleep
that.
in here. This is a nice place, man.
Yeah,
Got a heater.
plenty of room.
With shades.
Got smoke.
We got heat. Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, smoke. Key smoke. I'm just kidding. But shout out everybody that's helped me, man. I really think Brian Hellbach's a huge part of what we do too, right? He started his own show.
IGY 622 podcast.
Yes, sir. That's a good show. Jade's helped. She's our tattooer for life. Just, man, all these people. I'm too grateful. I would just go for days and talk about that. But
You got a great support system around you, for sure.
it's sometimes it's overwhelming a little bit.
Yeah.
You got to sit back. I don't know. I'm quit my job and shit. That's
You did,
bro.
huh?
That's a scary jump right
Yeah.
there. And God bless all these people dealing with me right now.
In fact, the podcast we did when me and Angel were here, that was the first show you did. In fact, you quit a day or two before that.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So
That was the first
that
show.
was August. I think that was in August. I think it's about a year.
I think it's almost August, isn't it?
Right, a year. Yeah, I think it was in August sometime. I
Makes
gotta get
sense.
that. I gotta get that tattooed on me because that was the best day of my life. It was the scariest day too.
Right.
But even a year into this thing, and I'm still, I talk about everything wide open, man, and I'm tripping still, man. This is.
Yeah.
I went from a very
Stable.
very high ranking, very powerful, for every word that's worth what the boss, man. I was the boss, and I ran people, lots and lots of people, and we come here and I argue with one person about a garbage can, and I'm like, fuck, this isn't even a problem. I'm used to running these $1 billion jobs, man. It's big stuff, and you make a wrong move, and there's a lot of people hurt. People don't go home, right? So I'm used to that thinking and that speed and like efficiency, and you don't make wrong moves. You don't. So then I go in, I come in it. So it's hard, man. I'm really trying to transition this thing.
You
but I'm
transitioned.
wide open to talking about it because I'm struggling with it.
You took that drive from your job that got you where you were
Yeah.
to that point, right?
Yep.
And you flipped the script and put it all right here. And it shows. I mean, it shows. It shows in the content. Every week I know there's going to be a 27th hour podcast coming out. There's going to be an after hours show.
Oh, yeah.
So the tattoo work, I mean, everything you've built here, you can tell that you just said, okay, that chapter's done. This one starts.
Yeah, but it's hard to turn off. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
I don't get nervous. I don't think or have like anxiety. I don't know what people see me as,
Right.
but I'm really just, you seen me earlier. Like that's me all day,
Right.
every day. And if people are caught by that, you'll get offended by it. I'm just working, man. I'm doing my thing, but there is a little part of me that's like every move has to count. Like you go to work and say, fuck it for the day. And most people, right? 9 to 5, you can kind of do your thing and get it.
Right.
It's not 100% you, right?
Right.
It's like It's different, man. It's scary. So I'm really, it's a tough transition for me.
Yeah, there's not something to fall back on.
Yeah, dude.
All you.
And I let it all go,
There's
bro.
nothing to fall.
CDL is
Have to
gone.
go. Oh, really?
I let that go on purpose. I shouldn't have, but I did it. Like, there's no way. Like, I'm just done.
Wow.
So we're all in. We'll see what happens. But a year, fuck, we're still going. We're still creating. We're still making more. He's got 40 new shows going on.
40 jobs.
Yeah, we got to talk about this shit, bro.
I just try to keep going, man.
He's on the payroll now, right? Where's the punch-in clock? I haven't seen that around here yet.
It's upstairs.
As soon as we walk in the door.
He's got a fob, bro. The
he's
guy
got
has a
full
fob
access,
to
huh?
my building.
No, you gave that to me like
Few
the
people have
second
that.
week.
Right.
And I was like,
That shows the consistency.
Yeah.
Just take a fob.
I've only used it like once though, or twice. Usually it's just Erica's ready, you know.
He just
Right.
opens the garage door. Coming in, fool. No, man, it's been wild though. This has been. It's every day seems more and more surreal. Like it doesn't make any sense to me at all. It's blur. It's all a blur.
No regrets, though, right?
No, absolutely not. I don't even have those through regrettable things. I would think.
No such thing?
I don't think so. Not for me. Of course, right? You could hindsight. We could live there. It's like,
Right.
God, if I could have. That's I talk about it all the time. That's looking in the rear view. That's driving your car, looking in your rear view mirror, wishing, wondering, shoulda, coulda. You're gonna fucking get in a wreck.
Right.
So that's my little metaphor for that. I'm always ahead. I'm like, it doesn't matter what's back there.
Eyes on the road, huh?
Yeah,
You
dude.
just got to keep your eyes moving.
You got to glance at it.
Yeah.
Look in that
Gotta
rear view
make sure
quick.
nobody's coming up behind you.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
you can dodge and have somebody. Dude, I did that one time. Seen a guy in my rear. I was like, oh shit! I pulled over. He slammed the dude right in front of me. Probably going to hell for that. What do you do though?
Nothing. You just move on, put it in drive, and just keep
I didn't know
rolling,
what to
buddy.
do. I was
Keep
like,
going.
So yeah, not a big rear view looker.
I had a Harley hit me before. Dude wasn't
Harley?
paying attention.
Hey, Hellbop.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Bro, didn't you just go through some shit? What the hell happened to you here a minute ago? No. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Copy that.
it's under wraps.
We'll edit that out then.
Shit.
You got all kinds of shit he can never talk about. God, he's got interesting stuff happening all the time.
Yo, do you guys edit much?
Oh shit. We'll talk about it after this.
Well, I know the one, and I won't say any names, and I know that one. We talked
Yeah.
about that, but
Yeah.
other than that, do you edit very, very often?
No, and that's a disclaimer for anybody that else comes on the show. Please don't make me do a bunch of edits.
Dude, that's a lot of work.
hard.
That's a
It's
lot
hard.
of work, man. We just shoot from the hip. We just go at it.
The tough thing about editing is you can tell the vibe when you edit something, especially if you've been in the room when you've got a conversation flowing and you edit it and it jumps to another. It throws a vibe off, and most people won't see it, but the people that really pay attention to it will see that.
Right. And then they're wondering, what was that?
Right.
It's one of them. Yeah, I speak my mind, definitely. I'm getting better.
Yeah.
Mine's not even saying, like, I'm trying to learn, attempting to really go at this hard. Slowing down is all I need to do.
Right.
When I slow down, I can think about it for a real quick second, but it's still kind of hard for me
Yeah,
sometimes.
I can imagine so.
If I get nervous, I talk too fast. Like,
It's your podcast. It shouldn't
true.
matter. Shouldn't matter.
but I want people to listen to it and enjoy it, bro,
Yeah, but you don't want people to listen to it if they don't enjoy listening to you.
and not sell out.
And don't.
Yeah.
There's no reason to.
No, there's not. We talked about doing, narrative ideas and like angles and stuff, and try to plan a little bit. The more I plan things, the more they fall apart.
Right.
Because I'll, like you see, it will go so hard at something, I'll die doing it. Like,
Right.
so I can't do it. Or like art's the same way. These little creatures are all the same way. I just do it as I go. That gun, there's no plan, man. I don't know how people do that. He can do that. Jade can do that. My wife can do that. These people, I love that. You can think of something in your head. Like I'm a fraud, bro. I just go. I simply just shoot from the hip all day, every day.
I'm kind of the same way because if I think about something and I plan it, then I build a branch off of that.
Yep.
And then I build a branch off of that, and then I'm not where I wanted to start.
Right.
Then it's something completely different. So
Too much thinking.
yeah, that's the
It's like-
problem.
It's the triangle thing. It's any human, when we're going through anything, it's like identify whatever it is. If it's a problem or something you want to do, whatever you want to achieve, whatever that piece is, identify whatever it is, make a plan and execute it. Very simple little triangle there.
Right.
99% of us don't execute it.
No. You thought about
I don't
it.
plan it. I just execute. I just do. And
Right.
I find, I don't know, it fills me up. But I have these guys to help pick up the pieces.
I think in that triangle though, there is like a limbo place where it's like, yeah, it might not be executed right away, but eventually it's going to be executed, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's the limbo part. I think that's where some people, they forget to go back to completing the triangle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and simply, like, it doesn't have, listen to me, it doesn't have to be done right then. It will be, but just start making a move. Like, write it on the board. I have a board over there. Like you said, you guys have a board. Anytime an idea comes to mind, if you don't write it down, physically move to an area, do something with that idea, it's never, ever, ever going to come to fruition. It actually goes the opposite way.
It goes away.
So I end up with 10 million ideas on the board, and then I really got to, for fear of failure, I got to knock them all out.
Do you go through and erase them? Put a line through it when it's done?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the dopamine thing. You ever heard Simon Sinek stuff? Mm-mm. That's pretty cool. That's addictive, right?
Right.
Same like making a grocery list. Why do people make a grocery list? Well, A, it's hard to remember. B, but if there's a chemical and it releases dopamine when you scratch something off. Accomplished.
Right. Makes sense.
So I'm a dopamine
makes
addict
sense.
for sure.
Yo, work.
How much did you get done today?
Same thing. I have sticky notes, and I go through a pad of those a week.
That's cool.
And I write it down. I put it down. And I write it down. I put it down. And I just keep going. And then I find time where it's, okay, I can take a breather. And then I execute all that stuff. And you're right. Scratch it off. Does feel good. It's like scratching your nuts.
Garbage.
Feels great.
Yeah, it does.
It sounds like not environmentally friendly though.
Oh, it is. I shut the door. Nobody's allowed to come in when I'm doing that kind of stuff. So I'm like, there's nobody around when I do that.
Will you scratch your nuts?
Yeah.
How do you?
Joe, living the office life now. So
The what life?
the office life, right?
Hey, it's an office.
The obvious life.
Got it.
The office life. So one thing I've really dealt with on a hard basis, now that everybody's coming back to the office, now that COVID and all that stuff's coming away, dude, I'll shut my door and I'm like, I got to rip ass.
I got to take my pants off.
Dude. I got to do something.
Can you lock it? You lock that door.
No, I don't lock it because there's no lock on it. You can just shut the door. And I shit you not, 9 times out of 10, when I do it, I hear somebody. Fortunately for me, there's a lock system to the building I work in, and I hear the beep, beep, beep. Somebody's put their card on there to get into the door. And so what do?
Febreze.
I walk outside and meet them in the hallway. And they're like, hey, I was just coming to your office to take care of
let's
some
go
stuff.
outside.
I'm like, let's go out here and take care of it.
It's nice out.
Don't worry
Now
about what's
everybody
in there.
knows.
150 fucking degrees out.
I'm sure they know.
Anytime they meet you in the hallway, now they're like, you just farted, huh?
Crop dusted all the way out there. Like, man, what's in your office, man?
Bro, you have a thing, bro. It's okay.
It is.
How's
I
that
deal with
going?
it.
How's that going?
It's tough.
Or do you ever
dude.
even talk about it?
It's tough because, I spent 25 years in the field, and I'm in construction, right? Mm-hmm. And I spent so long in the field, and then by dumb luck, I applied for something I should have never got. I'm glad I have it, and I do a great job now. But they're like, okay, you're done here. Go in this office, and your job is the phone and the computer now. And it's a struggle. I've been there just over a year now, and it is a struggle every day. I don't know how people do it. And I'll be stuck there for the rest of my career, right? But it's not easy to just be in one spot, especially when my mind races so often.
Right.
I could go do this. I could go do this. Well, everything I have to do is right here. I can't go anywhere.
That would be brutal for me.
It's tough.
This is brutal enough being home. We talked about it the other day. I think you guys mentioned something. You guys talked about it, I think, where I don't have to leave this house.
Right.
Ever.
Yep. This is the office.
Kind of, from a guy, so just the same as you. It was 180 degrees the opposite way, 1,000,000 miles an hour. Imagine that. Of working never, ever even in the same spot for a second.
Right.
Like we're just everywhere, all over every state, everywhere. And then boom, here.
Yep.
Same thing. It's hard to go through them transitions, man. But talking about it and recognizing what's up and
Right.
I think that's real.
And that was your checkoff spot. Done here.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
God,
Done here.
that was
On
so
to the next one.
But isn't it nice though to have AC, to see your wife every day,
Oh,
to
dude,
have
I
a
love
nice
it.
home cooked meal?
Totally love it. Yeah, I'm this is all I've ever wanted. It's just scary. It's a transition. It's weird. It's hard to explain.
Right.
We talked about I've talked about it before where it's you guys, so it's hard to see. Nobody can see my side of it. Not a soul in this room can see my side of it.
Right.
But the other way is more true. I can see your side of it, ish, where it's the idea of work is all I'm saying. So line work it's an animal, right? So nobody understands that piece of that. Like being a soldier, nobody can even fathom what that is, right?
Right.
So it's line work's kind of that way too, where it's a lot to take to flip, but it's awesome, man. I wouldn't trade it for anything. We're just going to keep going. We're going to see what happens.
That's all you can do at this point, right?
Yeah, for sure. What, were you guys moving? Did you say you guys were going to move? Did you buy a new house somewhere? Are you still?
You know what? We all know the market right now.
Oh, boy.
Right? It's just not feasible to move right now. We're in a good spot. Financially, we're great. We'll wait till things calm down, and then I'm going to come up north a little bit farther. I grew up out here. I miss this place.
Yeah,
You
just
know what
down
I mean?
the street, bro.
Right? So eventually we'll move there. And it makes sense. For one thing is the company that I work for, thank God they provide me with a vehicle. So it's not off my skin to have to drive to I drive to Point of the Mountain every morning.
Oof.
Every morning, Point of the Mountain. And I leave early enough that I don't get caught in traffic. But on the way home, it's a different story. So we're talking like an hour and a half drive just to get back to Bountiful.
Dude, there's no fix to this. Like,
No.
we have mountain, water,
Yeah.
fucking homes. Like, there's no.
Well, there used to be
We have
water.
no-
It's
we have-
almost gone.
That's true.
But
That's true. Now we can plow roads
just
through
keep
there.
going. Just keep going.
That's what you guys do.
Yeah.
You guys are road building fools.
Yeah, we are. In fact, we are building I don't like to say where I work. I keep that on the hush hush.
Got it.
I call it Company 2. If you ever listen to the other side of the Beehive, that's what it is.
Copy.
But we're building that freeway that goes from Farmington to here.
Up on the hill, right? Coming this way or on Legacy?
Out in the wetline. Out in the wetlands.
I thought that was on hella back, like
It
way
is.
pushed back.
It is, but it's back. I mean, we're coming from Farmington to West Point.
Does that tie into the Mountain View corridor at 4100?
That's where it starts.
Dude, that road, I'm all about it. Like,
Yeah.
that thing's cool. And how weird is it? We talked about it the other day in the studio. Like environmental things.
You have
Insane
no idea. You
how
have no
fucking
idea.
powerful environmental is.
You have no idea.
It can shut down. I do on the line work side. It'll shut
yeah,
down.
True.
So the most expensive power line ever constructed, as of I know to the date, was the Ely Vegas job, and it was $1 billion. I was one of the big players in that little piece of that.
Right.
One sand turtles are about this big. I don't know if anybody's ever seen one. You can't even see them. If you hit one of those on accident, there's an environmentalist with every crew. There's 400-something people on this job, right? And they follow you. They walk in front of your truck as you drive.
Right.
Oh, God, this is crazy. The money, not wasted, but spent on environmental sound ideas, which it doesn't work really well anyway. But inevitably things are going to happen, right?
Right.
That one turtle will shut down that $1 billion job like that.
We ran into
Done.
some birds,
Crazy.
some endangered birds out where we're doing it, and I shit you not, they will reroute the freeway.
I know,
because of
dude.
those birds.
They do it with power lines,
They
too.
would rather and think what you will about this. They would rather reroute it and bulldoze homes down than fuck with those birds.
Isn't that strange?
Yeah.
We had the deer migration too. Same idea. When the deer migration hit, like deer migration, what the fuck? Shut the whole project down in Richfield. Biggest, like huge jobs. Like $1 billion job is a big fucking job
Yeah.
for power line.
For
Stuff.
everybody, billions.
That's-
Think about that's just the cost. That's not the whole value of everything. Let's be real
Right.
about what power drives this $1 billion
It's amazing that it can stop, like the Keystone, the pipeline. That shut down the same idea, right? Somebody, I don't remember who shut it down, but that's like the biggest thing ever.
Well, that's politics, if I'm being honest.
It's just scary that there's that it's swayed that easily, and there's that many people without a job and all that right away. It's like, damn.
But it's for a reason.
Sure.
For real. It's for a reason.
Those people make a lot of money to make those decisions. Yeah. And those environmentalists out in that desert live in that desert.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been to Ely in the summer.
No.
Caliente, Vegas.
I've gone through
Alamo.
it.
I know a couple strippers out there that work out there.
What's their names?
Cinnamon and
Sapphire.
What's
no,
the Diamond.
she's actually Osiris. She's Buffy.
Osiris?
Osiris?
Osiris. She's pretty.
Oh, that's
beefy.
when you go get your drink when they're all next to the stage. Osiris. Everybody's like, fuck.
Lil Candy.
It's just the local guys. It's just
Yeah, just one guy.
Where are they from, though? They live out there?
yeah, no, they so a lot of them live out here. So South Jordan,
They go there.
and they travel out there. There's more money out there for stripping.
There's a loop that strippers do. They'll do.
Please elaborate. I tattoo a couple of them. I have a story with that, too.
They go from like Green River,
Oh, Wyoming?
yeah,
Oh.
and then make the Rock Springs,
It's a trailer. The one in it's a
that
trailer.
whole loop, and then through the Salt Lake Valley, and then into Wendover, and then into. Do they have a strip joint in Mesquite?
They have to, right?
I don't know.
And then they hit the Vegas, and then they make the loop back. They're like the migrating birds, right?
The deer migration.
There you go.
And they're protected.
It's called whore
And they
migrating,
are protected.
right?
And there's nothing wrong with it.
I said whore. I shouldn't have said that. That was horrible on me.
We can add
see what you did
horrible.
there.
It worked
Horrible.
out. It worked out. No pun. But
I love that Justin's traveling with the strippers along those.
so are you the oil guy? Do you before the
No, these
before
are
they
just
go, or
these
how-
are wise tales. You got to remember, my partner married a stripper, so he knows the map. He could tell you all the routes. I mean,
Yes, I didn't think about that. Still,
she's not a stripper now. God bless her heart.
is that a look down on thing? Is that a
No, God no.
God? We need them.
It's honest work, right?
The world needs that.
The world needs strippers. That's the next Highline Tattoo T-shirt right there. The world needs strippers.
Love it. Love a local stripper. Support your local strippers, people.
I don't know how they're still in business with like OnlyFans and shit. There's no money in stripping. Like,
Fucking only. Where did that come from, bro? That shit.
smart motherfuckers. That's
There's
where
some
it came
people
from.
killing that, bro.
Yo, I heard that OnlyFans was going away from the nudity thing, right?
They're trying
How
to.
do you do that?
That's like Papa John's being like, "Yo, we're gonna serve burgers now.
No
Like,
more pepperoni.
You can't get away. Like,
We're done with pepperoni. This is bullshit. So I tattoo a stripper that pays me in $1 bills.
Of course she does.
Don't they?
Sticky ones.
Since you
too,
know,
huh?
right? You can
Sticky
s-
ones. Well,
they-
don't ask me.
They smell. They have glitter on them. All that.
The good ones.
Why don't they
paying ones,
fucking
the ones like
exchange them like
Osiris,
tokens when you gamble? You have whatever. I've never
like
gambled.
Bitcoin or something like that.
The little what are the chips or whatever? I don't gamble, but I know you get chips instead of money or some shit.
But you can only spend those. You got to exchange them for cash.
Yeah, the girl needs to get bills. You pay $300 tattoo in ones, motherfucker. That's a lot of stacks about this tall.
Yo, my wife.
Especially when they're wadded up because they've been stuffed in shit, right? So it's about this tall.
my wife.
There's no fucking rubber band.
She was in the daycare world, and she would tell me, she's like, "This lady's a stripper." And I says, "Don't judge somebody just because they have horrible breath or
Right.
But she's like, "No, she pays in ones. That's all she pays in."
and every
That
time
makes
she
sense.
picks up her son, she drops it like it's hot.
She does.
That was actually really good.
And she twerks a little bit.
She rolls into "Girls, Girls, Girls" by Motley Crue, right?
That's a badass song.
That's the
by way.
ultimate stripper song, right?
Totally. Ooh, that's a good one. What is the best stripper song ever?
It's got to be "Pour Some Sugar on Me," right? It's got to be that song, right?
That's probably a good one.
Because every time you're in the strip club, you always hear and you know what's about to go down.
Yeah.
And her name's usually Molly.
Molly.
Yeah. Coming to the stage, Molly.
Diamond.
Yeah. When are you guys gonna start the '80s podcast that you guys talked
Yo.
about?
We were just going down that path.
Girls, girls, girls.
Girls, 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 right?
Motley Crue.
What's another good?
They're
what's a
all
good-
still
what's
alive,
a good white
bro.
Snake? Here I go again. You know that.
I have my own version of that.
right?
Here I go again up a pole. Not on my own. That's the Lyman version. Here I go again up a pole.
That's a stripper version now.
That was
Same thing. It works. Going up the only pole I ever known.
Yeah, you only. You just sounds like the other side of the Beehive, dude. What the hell happened here?
Drifter, climber. I was born to climb alone. But that doesn't. Yeah, that works. Best Kid Rock's got some dope ones.
Yo, there's probably some good Kid Rock.
So hot.
Cowboy.
So hot's dope.
I'm sure Cowboy.
Cowboy.
That's probably.
What if
Could you imagine a stripper getting down to ball with the ball?
ball with the ball, the bang, the dang, diggy, 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 set the boogie, sit up, jump the boogie.
There's been one.
Really?
There's had to be.
What would be the worst stripper song?
Probably
Nights in White Satin.
that. Yeah, it's
that
bad.
would be a horrible one, right?
Or Harvest Moon by Neil Young would be not good.
Love on the Rocks. I don't know. That might be an all right one. Neil Diamond classic.
Shania
right
Twain. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go, boys.
I don't know. That might be a.
That's a banger.
Where the fuck did she go? Where's
I don't know.
she out?
She's sexy though.
Yo, who did she
She's dope.
marry? She was married to.
Mutt. His name's Mutt. I believe.
Mutt?
I
Oh,
believe.
okay.
Somebody could check me. I think his name's Mutt. Kind of a weird name.
Hey, you're a metal dude. You hear about
No.
the drummer from Slipknot?
Joey Jordanson passed away.
No. When?
Died at 46 yesterday.
Oh,
Died in his sleep.
dude, that's 3 for that band.
And Dusty from ZZ Top passed away too.
Whoa, dude! I
Yeah.
just watched that documentary.
You did watch it?
days ago on Netflix.
Yeah, just passed
Fucking
away, dude.
incredible.
Last night.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That dude wasn't very old either.
74.
Oh shit, he was old.
74?
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Did you watch that?
I haven't watched it yet. Have you ever seen ZZ Top in concert?
No, I love them.
Oh,
though.
dude, a great
I
band.
absolutely
great
love 'em.
band.
They're cool. They have a cool story.
Yeah.
Yeah, ZZ's the shit. There's still 2 there though.
Yeah, but after that, I mean,
Slipknot. What the fuck? Seriously?
yeah. I mean, obviously he wasn't the drummer, right? He got replaced by what's his name?
All these people.
Yeah, I know.
I got
It
nervous.
is, isn't it? But yeah, they said he passed away in his sleep.
He's the boss of the
40,
band.
46.
Sad. Like
And he
Vinny,
wrote a
like
he
Vinnie
wrote-
Paul,
he
same
wrote a-
fucking thing.
He wrote a bunch of their songs out the first couple of
He
albums.
was like
so.
their guy. He was the main. He was the
Yeah.
star.
Drink break.
Sucks. Yeah, let's take a sip, bro.
Junior put me on to kombucha, and like ever since you put me onto it, I love it.
Kombucha's the bomb.
You know
It's-
that Joe Sinagato guy? He's all, I saw a thing, Angel sent it to me. He's like, this is what I think about your kombucha. He's like, kombucha. There's nothing better than taking a sip of rainwater and raccoon sweat. And that explains it right there.
With a hint of vinegar.
Yeah.
Dude, I drank a bad one the other day. Don't fucking do that.
Oh, really? How did it go?
So
Just
hear me out.
expired?
So she ordered them. They come in the the fucking thing where they make.
Right.
They're supposed to be. I don't know why they even allow that, but it's 150 degrees outside. It's probably.
Oh, yeah.
So they were questionable. I was like, but I just love kombucha. I'm gonna try it out. Ooh, but don't do.
You drank
that.
the whole thing, though?
I
Or you
just one of
sipped
them.
it?
Just one of them. Bad deal. Don't do that.
Make you sick?
Oh boy,
Yeah, I could imagine.
Live
there's a lot
cultures, man.
Yeah, I
So-
can imagine.
don't do that. That's good advice for everybody.
Don't drink bad kombucha.
Who likes kombucha? Does anybody in here like kombucha? I love that shit. Yeah. Nobody even likes it. Nobody knows what it is.
My wife thinks it tastes disgusting.
I love it, dude.
But the more vinegary and bitter it is, the more I like it. When I quit drinking for a while, that's what got me through drinking.
Wow.
It's because I stopped drinking for a little while, health reasons for a little bit. I was having some gut problems. But the bitterness of sipping it, because you can't just chug it, right?
Yeah,
They're horrible to try and chug, but
You'll
you sip
blow
it.
up.
That's what got me through just stop drinking for a while.
it has that. It's pretty much alcohol anyway, right?
A little bit. It's
one more
like
fermentation.
0.1%.
I know a guy that knows about that.
I wonder if you could run it through a still.
It's fermented black tea. That's all it is.
Maybe.
So maybe we can ask somebody that knows how to do that.
Yeah, I know a guy.
I think I know that guy too. What else is new? We're just rambling, and I love it. But what else is new, bro?
You know, just obviously the work, the podcast world. We're like we just
How many-
recorded 130 episodes.
Jesus,
And
bro.
we just did we had the guys from the Damage Plan podcast come on. Guys I've been trying for a while to get on the podcast.
Damage plan.
We had them last week. I was fortunate enough to get a phone call from Jason, one of the guys that does the podcast. Hey, Zach, who is, he's on the podcast. Him and Jason run the podcast. He's got a fight this weekend on the Steel Fist card. Says, well, he's going to be out of town. Would you mind coming on and doing a fighter spot with me? What they do is they take local fighters and they bring them on the podcast, and they do it over Zoom or what's it called?
StreamYard.
And they just highlight, these fighters, these guys that don't have a voice. They don't make money off it. They're working 9 to 5s, but they're out fighting.
That's
basically
right up your alley, bro.
local MMA fighters. He asked me to come on, do an interview with a fella that's on the card, as well as the guy that is fighting, Zach.
Are they
the guy
still
that's on the
Steel Fist
podcast.
guys?
Yeah.
Still, yeah.
So I said, dude, I would love to. This is my dream. So I recorded 2 fighter spots Tuesday with him, and it was a fucking riot, dude.
Was it a good time?
It was such a fun. When I started this podcast adventure, the thing that got me into podcasts was I listened to a Joe Rogan, right? And I've always been an MMA nut. I'll watch the Jazz, I guess. Ask me anything else about any other sport, I don't know shit.
I feel that.
So, but I could ramble off about MMA all day long.
I know
right?
you love that shit.
Oh, dude.
Did you ever do it? You ever done it?
No. I dabbled around in the jiu-jitsu world for a little while, but I'm 40 years old now, man.
You're fucking old,
I'm
bro.
too old for that shit, right?
You're so old.
But I've always followed it. It's always been my go-to. I never miss fights. To me, it's the most pure sport because it's man against man. There's no team. There's no excuses other than I didn't perform or I got caught, right? So to me, that's so organic. It's like gladiator days, right?
Totally.
It's man on man.
It's as old as time.
Right.
Like fighting.
Right.
Yeah, it's old as time.
It is, and I'm surprised it's not an Olympic sport.
They say in 2024, is that when the next one is, or 2025 or whatever?
I'm really confused because if you watch the Olympics, it all says Tokyo 2020 still.
Because it was supposed to be done in 2020 because of COVID.
Yeah.
Pushed it
COVID.
to 2021. So
Oh, okay.
the Olympics was supposed to happen last year. So they say in 2024, they're going to do judo is already in there, but they're talking about doing kickboxing and they're going to do Muay Thai. The only thing left to do is MMA.
I don't know why it's not in there. It's just kind of weird.
It wasn't that big.
I don't know. It's not that old either, though.
No,
to
it's
mix
pretty damn
it,
new.
right?
You figure the first UFC, I mean, we're talking 92, 93. It's not that old where you think about football and basketball or tennis or skating. That shit's old.
Right. I heard a guy in our studio talking the other day. How often have you ever heard? I can't remember how it went, but you ever hear anybody that specializes in karate?
There's a few guys.
We were just talking about that. I was like,
Wonder
that's a
Boy-
good,
That's Wonder Boy.
Wonder
Like,
Boy Thompson. I
Yeah.
mean, he's number 3 or 4 in
Yeah.
the welterweight division.
so there are a few.
but there's not. It's not like
jiu-jitsu, fucking Muay Thai,
like a wrestling specialist.
wrestling,
That's like
boxing.
the cream of the creme.
Yeah.
You know.
The problem with karate is there's a lot of holes in the game, especially when you can take somebody down. Karate's made for point fighting, right? So you stand up to each other, you kick, you get a point. You know, you back up.
And it
you
stops
go.
kinda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Karate's not made for go and then somebody stops because somebody either taps out or somebody gets knocked out or somebody throws in the towel or whatever. So there's a lot of holes in karate itself. But the technique some of those guys have is impeccable, right?
Yeah,
A
dude.
lot of the stance, a lot of the kicks and stuff like that. Some of those guys are outstanding. But
Anything like that with discipline is a fucking super cool idea. It's good to train in too, right?
Oh,
I never
yeah.
ever dared do it. I would go till I get my arm twisted off. I wrestled with a 4-time state champ wrestler.
how did that go?
It's fucking pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
But he's one of my best friends in line work forever. His name's Bryant. But he's a 4-time state. He's a bad motherfucker, dude.
Right.
From Richfield. He's a Richfield boy. All the brothers, they're all his older brother, Corey, I believe. I can't remember all their names, how it went, but went with Brock Lesnar in Iowa and all that stuff, right?
Right.
These guys are a big deal. I was sitting there one night and told the wife, I'm like, I want to go downstairs. I want you to roll my ass, and I want to feel what 4-time state's all about.
Let's wrestle.
Let's have at it.
Yeah.
We went down there, bro. It was a wild time.
We can imagine so.
It's so strange. Like, I do different things. I'm not into. I've wrestled. I get frustrated with rules, so I'm gonna. I just win. I'm going to try to win. Right. I don't have like, oh, you got me. I'm gonna stop.
Yeah.
That discipline for me is hard. I'm full bore. I'm just a survivor. So we went down there. It was brutal. It was brutal, man. And
Yeah.
all he does is use you against you.
So did you ever get him or what?
He did. He told me one thing. I'll never forget it. I hope he hears this. He's wrestled. He's lost 2 matches in his life. 4-time state. That's a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
He's only lost 2 matches. I believe they're the same dude even. But he said, I will tell you one thing when we got all done. I worked him out. Like I can go till he'll stop kind of thing.
Right.
Out of stupidity. It should have killed me for sure. But he said I had the strongest grip he's ever felt from anybody. And I was like, sold.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
That doesn't-
Climbing, man.
Yeah, dude, sticks. Where we
You got that orangutan strength.
we stick. Every linemen do everything with them long poles. They're in the other shop, but so we don't grab things. That's the cool thing about line work. You don't grab the thing to work on it. You're holding a stick that's 8 feet long and you twist them and whatever.
Right.
So yeah, our forearms. He said that
You
though.
got dick beaters, huh?
I was like, hey, well, yeah. I mean, they're little.
Look at those monsters.
They're fucking stupid. They're falling apart on me, bro. I'm being better at wearing gloves too. I really am.
After your accident?
One of
the
them.
thumb?
That one. That was a bad deal. Jade's seen that happen. Oh my God, that was a bad deal. I could write a book on what not to do with those things.
What not to do with dick beaters?
Garage door
Junior
spring.
Hammond.
That'll take your thumb clean out. Yeah, don't be good to your hands.
Yeah.
And as I age, they're getting more.
No,
and more.
you feel it. You feel it now.
When it rains, I can
When
tell
will
when
it
it's gonna rain.
rain? That's another good stripper song, right? Some Jackal.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were talking about Milli Vanilli. Blame it on the rain.
No.
Blame it on the rain. Those dudes were dope, man. With
Yeah.
the way
They were until they weren't.
the guys that actually did the music, great. Just wasn't the same guys.
No, horrible names. Like I feel like Milli Vanilli.
Dude, that was a huge staple in music, though. Like
absolutely.
everybody was, girl, you know it's true.
Yeah.
And you know what they should have done is when that cassette tape was skipping, they should have been like, blame it on, and just perform with
Should've
it.
just kept rolling
Just
with
roll
it.
with
Why
it.
do they just? Apparently they had super heavy accents, British accent, something. I don't know.
Yo, that's killed a lot of artists, though. Remember what's her name on Saturday Night Live?
Ashley Simpson,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked
She
her
did that.
career, right?
She did that
Brittany.
goofy ass dance.
She even got a new nose out of the whole deal.
Brittany got
Right after
busted
that,
with it
right?
too.
That's
Brittany-
right.
Yeah, dude, for real. Like, is that what we want though? When we go to do you want to? What do you want when you go to a show? Do you want the best sound ever, or do you want them just to be authentic and real? It's like we're never happy. It's like you sound like shit.
Yeah, but what if they don't have
That's-
a voice though?
Like Lil Wayne.
yeah.
Case in point, man. God bless. I love him today. He's great. One of the worst concerts I've ever seen.
Shitty performer.
Horrible performer.
But what do you
his
do if you're a
studio shit is
performer and
tight.
you've booked this concert out, a tour, right?
Right.
You have a whole fucking city. You've made $100 million off of this damn event. You can't just last minute quit.
No.
Like if you don't got a
out there.
voice, you better lip sync your ass.
Yo, did they roll with it? Did they keep going or did they stop?
Who?
Millie?
Vanilli, yeah.
Nah, they got.
That was it, huh?
That was
think
back. I mean, that was back in the '90s when people cared about music. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like consumers now, we all know this shit's fake. It's all entertainment. Like it's smoke and mirrors.
I'll tell you the worst band I've ever seen in my life. We
Do
brought
it.
him up earlier. I saw him and I was so disappointed. The
Motley
band,
Crue.
Motley Crue.
Same thing. Same thing.
I was like, are you even gonna
Where
try
did you-
and sing?
Was it solid? Was it the East Center Maverick?
I think so.
Maverick Center? That's right.
It came with the Scorpions.
Yep, I was there, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scorpions fucking killed.
Scorpions were badass, but I was like, are you even gonna sing other than every 3 or 4 words? What was
Horrible
going
show.
on? It was horrible. The band, obviously Nikki Sixx,
Beast.
was great, but Vince Neil, man. And this was before he was fat.
Dude, have you seen? When's the last time you seen Axel? We
He
went to
sounds
Guns N'
like
Roses.
shit too.
Dude, that was a horrible show. He ran. He had a thing on the stage. Did you go to it? Mm-mm. We went to Oh my God. Axel's getting old.
Yeah.
He had a booth on the side of the stage, and he kept running every 5 like lines, however that breaks down, verse, whatever. He'd run into that thing, and when they do a little solo or whatever, and he would change. Like I'm sure he was hitting drugs and shit, trying up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah.
It was just weird because he'd come running back out, and everybody's like, "What the fuck? You just stand on stage up there, bud." He kept going in and out of this tent thing. I don't know if they were giving him oxygen. I don't know, but
Maybe.
he's struggling, bro. Same mic with that big red fucking foam thing on
Really?
it. Yeah, yeah. Same
Bandana on?
mic. No bandana.
Oh, he didn't have the bandana on?
But he's doing this.
But he's
still.
doing the...
Yeah. Yeah. Not
Is that the
good.
dude that had the reality show on VH1?
No.
Oh, who was that guy that wore the bandana?
That was Brett Michaels.
Oh, that's what that was.
Rock of Love? Rock of Love.
Rock of Love, right.
Yeah, bro.
And he banged all of those chicks.
Yo, we brought one chick out. I won't say her name, but we brought her out for an event. And this, I won't say it. I'll tell you guys afterwards. It's crazy. She's crazy.
There's a few of those that are like old bands that still got it, though.
Candlebox.
Candlebox, yeah, but I'm talking like old, like from...
Old.
Yo, I saw a video on that site. We won't say, right?
Side.
Facebook.
Got it. The one we're not going to
asshole.
say?
Yeah. And do you remember Dawkin?
Oh, absolutely.
These guys were rocking.
Yeah, dude.
Don Dawkin, he still had it, man.
Yep. Some of these cover bands for these people are incredible. Like the Dio cover band. Have you... I can't remember their name.
Yo, Ronnie James Dio.
It's a girl, bro.
Oh, really?
It's a female. You need to look it up. She's insane. She's crazy good, but it's a girl that does the Dio stuff. That dude, God bless that guy. He's gone too.
Yeah.
What was the best show you went to and you're like, this is going to blow? There's no way. What am I doing here? I'm here for the opener. I'm here for the cover. You were there for somebody else, but you're like, whoa.
Man, I don't know. Because I always try and go and enjoy everybody that's there. Because obviously, if it's a band you're going to see, it's the genre of music that you want to see. You know who I saw that I didn't think was going to be very good, and they blew my mind, was Coheed and Cambria. I couldn't believe the pipes this cat had on when he was singing, and the fro he had when he was rocking out. And I didn't know any of their shit, but I was pretty impressed by him.
That's good. That's a good live show, I guess, I'm sure. That's pretty melodic. They get pretty...
It is. It was. And that's why I said I wasn't really into it.
But then some of the metals is
watching it,
brutal.
I was like, whoa, man. They were pretty good. I saw the Deftones, Quicksand, and Snapcase at Classic Skating in Sandy. And, I mean, we're talking 94, 95.
The Deftones were at fucking Classic Skating.
I rode the bus from Syracuse all the way to Sandy and back just so I could go see that band. And I saw Snapcase.
Snapcase is cool.
That's when it opened my Victory Records.
Yep. That's a bottle to open right there.
Yeah, dude. A staple in music right there, especially hardcore music.
Absolutely.
Early straight edge music.
Yep. Snapcase is awesome. They're gone too. I haven't heard nothing about them. See, we're doing our show. We're doing our music show.
See?
That's what we're doing. We need to do this.
I told you, you let me know and I will be here, but you're the busiest man in the world. And it shows when I got here, for God's sakes. You were painting.
Yeah, it's horrible too.
Setting things up.
And I hope people, I don't ever take offense to it, ever. I've just mission done, then I can move on.
I get it.
It's hard for me to.
I get it.
I have to give 1,000,000% of everything to something.
Yeah, I get it.
So I'll just, it won't happen. I got to stay, and I barely got it done in time.
Yeah.
Story of my fucking life. But I'm in a hurry for no reason. Why are we in a hurry? There's no reason to be in a hurry, to die.
Yeah.
That's just how I'm wired, man. Yeah. I don't even fight it anymore. But my show, Macklemore, fucking insanely good show, man. Have you ever seen him?
Macklemore.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely insane.
The dude that you look like.
I look like Macklemore?
She was 99 cents.
You remember Macklemore?
Dude, he's dope.
I've heard the name.
The thrift shop
dude.
I'm
Good
sorry,
name.
dude. I would assume it's rap.
No.
It's called, what are they even?
R&B?
No, what the hell is he?
No.
He's like,
He raps.
is it rap? He's rap?
Yeah.
Dude, it was incredible.
I didn't want to admit it, but yeah.
And Logic's fucking, I knew it would be good, but I didn't think it would be that fucking good. Like, Logic's that way too.
You know who I saw that was trash? The Yin Yang Twins.
Who the
Remember
fuck is the Yin Yang Twins?
When they came to summer jams like forever
Who's
ago,
the
they
Yin
came
Yang
with
Twins?
Naughty by Nature.
Look, y'all got the same haircut and everything.
Hey, man. That's a BYU fucking student cut right there.
Dude, that fucking guy.
Mind you, the
I
best
forgot we have a crowd. If you guys want to see Macklemore,
just like him.
that's how he looks.
You fucking do look just like that. Hell yeah. I thought it was Justin Timberlake, though, a long time ago. We talked about that.
What are you talking about?
You look like Justin Timberlake.
Well, I didn't say that.
I will fight you.
Oh, that was your man crush. That was,
It was for a while. I've moved on. I'm on the Frank Grillo train now.
who's that? See, I'm not into, I don't know the movie thing.
Frank Grillo? Look up Frank Grillo with his shirt off and tell me you wouldn't use those dick beaters to take care of business. Shout out to the dick beaters again.
Right.
That's called a callback, just so you know.
And I need to write this down. Somebody write that down.
Oh my gosh, this
Was
guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. He's got a fucking 12-pack. What the fuck?
Hey, by the way,
It's not even real.
53 years old right there, my friend.
He so just came in to show off his 6-pack.
Damn.
Yeah, that dude's fucking, that's ripped. Yeah, I'm down with that.
All right. All right.
Do you wear underwear?
Do I? I wear briefs. Like the boxer brief.
You can't say yes or no to that.
So I guess
You
if,
said,
so if
I
somebody
wear.
says you wear underwear, right? We all think about tighty whities, right? That's underwear, right?
Why do
Or
we
if you
even
wear boxers,
underwear?
right?
Where'd they come from?
You don't wear underwear?
Fuck no. Haven't
Never?
worn 30.
No, he doesn't.
No.
My dad,
I don't own a pair of underwear.
My dad, my whole life, never wore underwear, and I never understood it.
Coolest motherfucker that lives.
There was a lot of touch and go times when growing up, though, because my dad didn't wear underwear. So I don't suggest that to all parents.
You know what's really
For God's
bad?
sakes, there's a reason I should be in therapy.
Being a lineman is horrible that way too. If you're climbing, right?
Yeah.
There's people above and below. We spend our lives looking up, right, or down. So yeah, if you're under me, it's my bad, bro. So if we have a blowout, long day, man.
There's not much fabric in between me and you right now, is there,
There's
bud?
really not.
Oh, and it's hot up there, so you know he's dripping.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Oh, you ripped your underwear on the job?
Don't like them. Don't even remember when I quit wearing them. Don't wear them.
It's a vulnerable place to be, like walking in your house in underwear. Like it's a vulnerable place to be, especially if you
with
have kids.
Yeah.
I just walk. They just know I'm just naked. If I come, what's up, man? Getting a drink.
Hi, how's it going?
Like, God, Dad. My friend's over. I'm like, I know. What's up, bro?
What's the weather like out there?
Let's talk. Have a seat. I don't care. I
your
don't
feet
wear
up.
them. Forget
Dude,
forget the towel. Everything.
what a great concept for laundry, though, right?
Yeah, save a lot of money.
Yeah, hell yeah. Do you
No.
wear underwear, Dre?
Yeah, I wear boxers.
Do you?
Yeah.
I can't wear them, bro. No.
I-
It holds, grabby, tight, sweat. I don't know. I don't
Who
know.
else doesn't wear underwear in here?
Let's take a fucking toll here.
Jay doesn't wear. We know Jay don't wear underwear.
See?
You don't either?
Hey-o! It's
Both of
healthy.
y'all don't-
It's healthier for women not to anyway. Most of the time, it's healthier for women not to wear underwear.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've under the impression.
You
of.
ever put your wife's underwear on?
All the time.
I
She doesn't know that, but all
definitely
the
do
time.
that. I definitely do that.
On my head, I'll wear it like as a backpack, and I'll put like swords and shit in there. And
Your buddy,
Making ninja mask
dude,
and
you look
shit.
like shit. He's like, I feel great though. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
she works nights now, so I really got some good time with it now.
Does she buy some for you just to have that she doesn't even wear? This
So I can't figure out why it's always stretched out. I'm like, well, my poor wife.
You do. You wear underwear.
Yeah, you have to, man.
Yeah.
Especially in my house,
my God.
because my kids are crazy, man. I can't just be like chilling in the bedroom with
It's-
nothing on. Like
It's one more step. Like this is one more step. It's like boom, 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 check, gone. That little extra step into that. I don't know.
I guess if you're digging for it,
got
looking
shit to
for your
do.
favorite pair.
I did zip my nuts into my shit the other day.
I can
though.
imagine so.
She's seeing. I was like, ow.
I have a war wound from that.
Bro.
As a small child. In fact, my poor
No
dad.
bueno,
Yeah,
bro.
my poor dad had to back it up.
You know, let me see. There's only one way out of that. Everything else has a way. There's a light little pull or the Band-Aid rip-off thing. It's like, it's 1, 2, fucking down. There's no pry it out. No. You fucking count to 3. You don't even do that. You just Here we go.
Can you take us through the? Can you take us through this?
Yes.
So you zip your joint up, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just barely.
Now take us through the sound that you made as soon as you released it.
No, what I want to know is how you placed your legs.
I think I just
did you straddle one up, kind of get some balance?
I think I just did the Peter.
Was there blood involved?
Little blood.
Little blood.
Oh. Even a better story than that one. That's okay. This is a quick zip and gone. I just keep moving. I was welding my exhaust system on my truck there. Yeah, definitely where them things that I was talking about moved, right? The bib, wear
Aprons?
them,
Right.
wear them. Yeah, the slag went through the old pants and 2 perfect dots. Right? Yeah. Oh boy, bad. That's welding burn. I don't know who welds in here, anybody, but you can't
stop.
You can't stop it. You can't pat it off. There's nothing you can do.
No, let it cool
So I just
down
sit
with your
there
flesh.
Grit my teeth like. But the wiener ones are bad. Definitely want to cover that up.
What does it smell like?
Burning flesh is no.
Smell like carne asada.
It's no bueno.
Hey, everybody, get a burrito on your way out. If you want. There's plenty of food.
Yeah, it's smoker friendly.
Yeah, man, you gotta wear underwear on the house, man. Especially if you got kids.
Negative. What are they for? What the fuck are they for?
They're for me feeling comfortable around my children. And why do your kid do your daughters, do they know when you and your girl are about to get busy? Because my kids, like, as soon as I'm like, yo, let's get it Mr. Nasty time, right? Here comes my fucking kids and
Mr. Nasty.
Ooh, Mr. Nasty time.
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Yeah, and now the baby's crawling, so now she pushes her little head through the fucking door now.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. You have to train them. So our bedroom's downstairs. So there's a stairway and then a door to the right. You would think there's an imaginary gate set at our house because the kids come and they stop. They do not enter our
It's
room.
a shock collar.
I was gonna say
It is. It's like
either
the
that or
barrier for the dogs.
the hat hanging on the door.
Yeah.
Something.
They do not come in.
It's the curiosity thing, man. That's what makes them want to see. They don't know.
Did you dig through your parents' room when you were a kid?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I think that's a normal thing.
What'd you find?
But my first pornography magazine was from my dad. Shout out Curtis Simmons. Shout out to that guy.
Did it change your life forever?
Know, absolutely. And I know he did it on purpose.
My parents had a big trunk where they would sit and put their socks on and get ready for the day and leave. What big old huge trunk thing with
Like curio
blankets.
cabinet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like blankets and shit.
Blankets and porno.
You sit down on it, right? It was always locked. If you lock something, it makes people want to know what's inside that.
Absolutely.
And I proved this theory at the power company when we did the tool theft thing. I can back it up a million ways. If you want shit to not disappear, leave it unlocked.
Yep.
Leave it open. Let people be people, right?
It's true.
Kids are the same way.
Yep.
Little Junior's kind of mechanical little creature. Always have been.
Paper clips. He's like, I'm gonna fucking pick through that son of a bitch.
I've graduated.
Fucking Dennis the Menace over
Now I
here.
can pick. MacGyver. So I just took the hinges off.
Oh, smart
So
man.
it's
There were
locked from the
screws-
front, from
there
the
were
back.
screws on the hinges.
Yeah,
huh?
you just undo the screws and you're in. there.
Goddamn MacGyver already. Shit.
Yep. You ain't in. Shit, bro. Couldn't open it all the way, but you could get in there. You could drag things out of there.
You drag it out of.
Yeah. And I remember getting busted for it. Like, why the fuck is my hinges falling off my thing? I'm like, I don't know. It's really weird.
You're all, I should ask you guys the same question. I saw what's in that fucking box.
On that same thing, did I ever tell you about their Playboy collection they threw away?
No. Oh, I think you did.
Dude, my dad, I would kill to have this back. Hopefully. My mom, when they left here, because I bought this house from them, right, in 2001 or whatever. When they left and moved just down in Syracuse, they were cleaning the house out. And they had a fucking box. It was a Christmas tree box. It was huge, bro. It was big box. Stacked to the brim. And like 99% of them weren't even opened. Well,
really?
They were open. I opened them, but I knew how to reseal them.
You just got to lick your
Get
thumb.
hot.
And just kinda
Yeah.
get in there.
They were all, she threw them fucking away, bro. Every episode whatever they're called, edition from 80 something to current, like 2000. Oh man.
Oh, really?
I bet you that's worth a fortune. They threw it away.
Oh, yeah.
Crushed my soul.
I can imagine.
That'd be like some collector shit right there.
Why didn't Playboy go with the time, like grow with the times? It just kind of fell off. Even before
still
Hugh
going?
died. That's what I'm saying. Like it's
His kid, I thought his kid was running
They
it.
tried to not do the nudity. No, his daughter is running it.
Okay.
Yeah, so they tried to do the not nudity thing and just do skimpy stuff, and it was a complete failure. So they went back to the nudity.
So it's still going.
But the internet destroyed magazines. Why
You don't
get a
have to buy-
magazine when you could just get online and look at it?
It's like the collector's stuff, right? It's like CDs. I still collect CDs.
Yeah.
You ought to see the collection of CDs I have.
Yeah, but if Playboy has a name, right?
Yeah.
It's just like trading cards. Trading cards are
brand.
back, bro.
It's a
Like,
brand, bro. It's a brand.
trading cards are here. People are collecting them. They're sharing them, right? They're back. And I have a feeling that like if Playboy would have weathered that storm of the digital age, which we're still living in, it would be more of a thing.
Maybe. But what else? What other magazine is still around though?
Cosmo, maybe? I don't know.
There's a lot of magazines still. I do all the ink magazines and stuff, tattoo
Yeah,
stuff.
I could see that.
I don't know why though. But I'm that
Home
guy.
and Garden?
I'm that guy, whatever that's called, where I like to have that. I like to have the. I don't want to buy an art print from you. I want the art, the one you drew. Like I want the CD from the guy, not the download.
There's something special about holding it.
There's a word to it.
right?
I can't remember what the fucking word is. But the artwork, man. I just remember going through reading lyrics and shit. I love that shit, man.
Right.
I'd get lost for days up there doing that.
That was the part that was lost in the digital era is when you got the CD
Yeah.
or the album, you opened it.
I can still
there was
smell it.
more to it
You can
from there,
I
right?
smell it.
You could
Yeah,
you
the
could
paper
smell
has a
that
smell.
paper,
Yep.
right?
Like newspaper has a
Yep.
smell too. CDs have a fucking smell. I got a pile of them down there. So someday they're gonna be worth some money too, bro.
You think? Or do
I
you
would
think it'll
imagine.
be like 8
Hell
tracks
yeah.
where it ain't worth shit?
Nah.
Records are coming back.
Yeah,
Vinyl.
records are back.
Vinyls are more expensive than anything right now. They're like 30 or 40
Yeah, it's
bucks a
because
piece.
they don't make very many of them though.
I listened to a podcast the other day.
The other side of the Beehive, fuck, great podcast. by the way.
It was Jake Dillon. Did you listen to that episode on Joe Rogan? Jake Dillon from the Wallflowers.
No,
You know that band, I'm
Bob
sure.
Dylan's son.
I didn't fucking know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
You could just tell.
So
You just listening to him, you could tell. It was
yeah, when he
fucking Bob
started
Dylan's-
talking, I was listening to it in here. I was like, "That's fucking Bob Dylan." What?
Yeah.
And I had no idea that was his kid.
Yeah.
But he was talking about how that's the cleanest sound
Yeah.
there is. I would have not thought that.
And I think
but somehow it's the most
I think because
true sound of
growing
music.
up, the popping and the crackling
Yeah.
and that as you set the needle down, there was something to it that resonated with
Say
us,
it's
right?
more true. Like it's the
Right.
truest sound. He would know. With all this, is that real? Do you feel
It's
that?
very real.
I would have never fucking thought. It's so mechanical, man. But maybe that's why. I don't know. That's what he said. And I was like, nah, you blast a disc, man. That's touche. Did you ever have a beta machine, bro?
No.
Oh,
No,
yeah. We
I
had
had
a
a
beta,
beta.
machine. That dates my ass for sure.
Really?
VHS tapes, but they're only about this big.
Right. No, I remember him.
We had a beta machine. And we went in one day to get Ben Wagner. You remember the movie Ben Wagner?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't.
We went
You
in.
guys are old as fuck.
We went in, so we watched it the night before, and then we can move on or
Right.
stop or whatever the fuck everybody wants to do. Every night, my mom and dad were always gone. I raised my brothers pretty much by myself. So we watched Ben Wagner that night. They were out at a meeting or something, fell asleep in their bed. They come home later that night. So we went to bed, got up that next morning, and I went to go get Ben Wagner out of the DVD or the
The
VHS
beta
machine
right?
and push play to get it, whatever, rewind it or whatever. Ooh, it was not Ben Wagner.
Oh.
So I'll never forget that that rewired my brain for sure. I was like, what? And I said, nope, that ain't Ben Wagner. My fucking dad about killed me.
It was
dude.
Wagner something, right?
Yeah, it was a bad deal. So you got to be careful. You got to
Was it mom and dad?
I'll leave that alone.
Oh, no.
You think your mom would get busy?
Oh, no.
That sucks, dude.
Oh, no.
Could you imagine? Like seeing your parents get busy?
There's certain things you can't unsee, right?
Yeah. 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 No, you're right. You're right.
That's neither confirmed or denied right there. But that can
Allegedly.
change.
Allegedly.
It can change a young man's life forever.
When I was growing up, do you remember there was bathrooms and then there was the sliding door into the main bedroom, the master bedroom, right?
Yeah.
We had one of those, so I went to the bathroom. I opened the door that sliding door and wham,
Brown
bam.
chicken,
And
brown cow.
I can close my eyes, unfortunately. I can feel
can't
the little
unsee this.
knob where you put your finger and hear the sliding door go.
Yeah, the little copper colored round
Yep.
fucking thing.
Yeah, on the fake wood door, right? And but I don't think they knew that I saw it because I shut the door quiet enough that I left, and then I cried myself to sleep for 30 years after that.
Still.
Yes.
Mom knows now. Shit.
Yeah, she'll listen to us. God bless her.
I hope mine supposedly started listening to this. So
Uh-oh.
we'll see what happens. There's a lot of content they don't want to hear for sure.
You know what? That's part of growing up. You didn't do anything bad in your life. That's just shit that went through your life.
And you know what the funny thing is, I think, with the way I am anyway, is that I actually say things I think that are very people won't say.
Right.
I think people do the same goofy shit, but nobody dares say anything.
They don't do it on a microphone and put it out fucking outer space for everybody
so that
to
everybody
hear.
can hear it. And it's
Right.
timestamped forever, right? This is forever. Anybody can listen to this. So sorry, some of my kids are in here too. It's great. Life is fun, man. The more
Life is beautiful.
The more you hide from people, the more they want to know what the fuck's going on.
It's that lock, right?
We have a no close the door policy here. Don't close your door.
Obviously, you don't wear underwear. Neither one of you guys wear underwear, for God's sakes.
Hey, what's going on, fellers?
I saw the sign that says, hey, if the light's red, you should put another sign up there that says,
They-
hey, warning.
they approach easily.
Yeah.
So dad, and she always says, "Your dad's naked."
I need to announce myself now. Yo, I'm coming in the garage. Yo.
Can you hear me? Like
It's
rattlesnake.
great.
Well, hey, you
like
can have
rat-
this fob back now. I don't need that fucking thing.
like making noise for the rattlesnake, so don't bite you. Hi, snake coming through the grass. Hello.
I'm like young Justin. I just kind of slowly shut the door.
I remember those stupid little things.
Yep.
How long have we gone, Trey?
An hour and 12 minutes.
Shit, bro. Should we end it on 1 hour and 27 minutes?
I'll wrap you guys up at 127.
What else you got? What else you got?
Well, I jabbered about my stuff. I want to know what's next for this.
For
You've,
what?
you've hit 1 year. What's the big outlook on the 27th Hour podcast? I'm interviewing you now.
We just flipped.
Flip
You
the
want to
script.
change spots?
No, we're good here.
Okay.
I'd have to put your headphones on. You know how I.
Well, I have sanitizer.
Oh, okay.
Spray right there. Fuck, I better cue fog for this one. What is next for the 20? Would you believe me if I told you? I don't know. Would you believe me if I told you? It's not that I don't care, but I don't think about it.
No, I won't take that answer. Is what I'm going to tell you, and this is why I think you have to have something in your mind. You have to say, okay, we've got to this point, right? Now we're going to grow a little bit more and a little bit more. What does that step look like?
That step looks like unknown. That's the thing I struggle with. Like, if everybody knew the step to take, why aren't they already done it? If I knew that step, I would already be there.
Yeah, but you don't have a goal set.
My goals are.
Let's look on that board.
My goals.
Last one off,
Yeah, there are a
right?
pile of them over there. You can't read most of them because I write in real time. Like I think it's really hard to understand what I'm writing.
Right.
I lean on these people in my life, these key people, for organization to me. I don't have, my goals are, you wouldn't even believe them. They would blow your mind. Like, there's just no stop. I don't have like a goal though. To me, a goal is this is how my brain works. The goal for me, not for everybody, is an end point.
Right.
So if I hit that goal, now I got to do something different, or now I've done it. Now I don't have that. Is that weird? Like I just go. I'm just going, man. Ultimately I have ideas for what but if
You're keeping your cards close, right?
yeah, man, I have no. There's no main plan here. There really isn't.
Right.
It's shooting from the hip. It's definitely shooting from the hip. But that's how I operate.
Right.
That's what makes me me. That's what you guys see in here. It's just nothing was planned. Not one single thing. Right. I knew I wanted to shop. That's as far as I go because I think I'll end on that. I think for the majority of people, we focus too much on planning where it's counterproductive. For my personality, for Virgos, I guess.
It's like putting on underwear, right?
Same exact thing, but very fucking different.
Right.
If I plan it, bro, I start just undoing it, and I'm too analytical, and I got to take it apart, and so I'll cut right to the chase in meetings and be like, "Don't understand." I'll just pivot. Like you do this piece, I'll do that piece. I don't do the whole big ideas plan thing. It frustrates me so much. I lean on these guys for all that, man. I don't know. I know what I want, and I just want to keep going. And I'm just happy for every breath, man. I really am. I don't know how much time I have. I really don't think it's much, unfortunately.
On this earth, or
yeah, I just don't, man. I go hard. You've seen it. You've seen a stitch of it. Yeah. Times that by 48. That's me all the time. Right. I'm real. I'm real. I know it's coming, man. So I'm just happy for every day. I'm just cool with whatever. But absolutely, I've hit every successful thing I've ever wanted right now. Right. I just want my grandkid, damn it. But other than that, that's really all I was looking forward to. I look forward to everything, but
right.
I don't think about that. I don't know. I don't look too far ahead, and I don't look in the rear view. I'm so present. I try to be so incredibly present. That's why I'm not well-spoken oftentimes and chaotic. That's me. That's how my brain is.
That's Clearfield High and fucking South Junior High. Well, I feel you there.
But I'm just okay with that. I used to struggle with that and try to change that. And don't say it. Don't do it. Too hard or too critical of myself. I just let it go, man. This is how I am. I'm so chaotic. It's real.
Okay.
But it's beautiful. It does stuff like that, right? So I don't know, man. I truly don't know. I'm just going.
Any like dream guest you'd love to have on?
Johnny Cash. That's not gonna happen. Fucking Johnny Cash.
In reality,
Travis Barker would be a staple for me. Nothing Nowhere would be a staple for me. I've reached out to him. Posty reached out to him too. Anybody music, but yeah. If I go back, it'd be Johnny for sure. My grandpa. I'd love to have my grandpa on here.
Yeah.
He would blow your fucking guys' mind, dude. He's here. He's right here. He doesn't leave me. But yeah.
Are you close to your grandpa? Are your grandparents alive?
So I have both my grandpas are alive. My grandmas have passed since. One grandpa on my dad's side, we're not close. We never have been. They didn't like kids. They didn't like kids growing up. And so where everybody said, I would go to my grandparents' house and I would stay the night. We never did that.
Damn, that'd be brutal.
And I
lived for that.
My mom's side of the family, he lives in California. I've seen him 10 times my whole life. So the grandpa thing is very odd to me, especially now that I have kids and I want my parents to be involved in their lives. And it's different from my wife because she was very involved in her grandparents' lives.
That's how I was.
And I understand it, but I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's your reality. That was me. I lived for my grandpa. They raised us. My parents were always working. So
you?
I want to pass that on too. So
no, really. I didn't grow up with my grandparents passed away when I was pretty young. And my grandma, the one that's alive, she's 84, still drinking tequila.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Smoking cigarettes.
Nice.
And the reason why I ask is because, I think a lot of us and anybody that's listening right now is like, we have the opportunity, if you are close to somebody like Junior with his grandpa, you do have the opportunity to sit down with your grandparents and hit record and have that memory. So, and I know how you would if you could, right?
In a second.
If your grandpa was down with it, you would, and you would have that archived, You
would do it.
And I think that it's a cool opportunity for podcasters in general, because now we have the opportunity, Justin, you have the opportunity to leave your daughters right? You have an opportunity to do that and just record your thoughts. And don't release them. Just put them in the safe or something. Same thing with your kids. You know what I mean? Like, we have the opportunity to do that, so when your kids look back and be like, man, I'm missing dad, or,
It seems like the best shows, too, oftentimes, we would see this, is don't look outside the box.
Right.
They're Duprees, they're Jades, they're family members. Those are our biggest fucking episodes. When I reach out and I get the guy.
Right.
It's a thing. Like, just, keep it in your little close circle. People love that shit, man.
Right.
It's real. It's not like, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know how far ahead we are, but we got ideas for people, and we'll just see what happens. Might start 5 more of them. I don't fucking know.
Beautiful.
I think that over the year, though, that we've been doing this, it's been like so many dope conversations, and
dude.
It's made me think about things, and and people that we see every day and things like Jade, like, man, I just learned about Pizza Zoo. Like, it's dope.
Yeah, how would you have thought our conversation would have been like a 2-hour podcast when we're around each other all day, every day? That's real podcast. I'm just bullshitting. Just had fun. I'm like, this is not for nothing, but it was like we talk all day, every day. I'm like, this may not be that fucking interesting.
Because you podcast,
And it was
all day
so
long.
much fun. We
You
just
don't record it.
Yeah.
right?
We need to get those little other ones. We got the Road Go 2s, whatever. So that's coming too. That's another thing coming. We have the mic cordless, whatever it's called. So we can start doing some of that too.
That's where the Beehive started. It was an idea of me and a friend just bullshitting.
Yep.
And it was nothing outside of that. We never had an agenda. We never had a topic. It was just like, we're laughing.
Yeah, man.
Maybe somebody else will laugh with us.
Yeah. Let's bring authentic. He's always said it, right? Just bring whatever you are.
Yeah.
Because I was always trying to tweak it into something somebody wants. Well, this is just who I am.
Yep.
Love it, hate it.
Yep.
A lot of swear words, a lot of whatever. Don't listen to it.
Yep. Exactly.
So, yeah, I think it's a great medium. I think people all need to get into it and do it. It's a great time.
Yeah, definitely. I think the one thing I miss about the other side of the Beehive is the intro, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Speaking of intros, our intro is you.
Yeah, it was from that episode. Yeah.
You can hear you
It was
laughing.
great.
James Violet made that for us. Shout out, James.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's our local celebrity.
Yeah, I giggle every time we hear that.
Team Gwen made it quite a ways.
Yeah, man, I wish he was here, man. It's a sexy dude.
You know
yeah.
what?
He's a good looking dude for sure.
The deal with the intro was the way it was cut when we originally did it was to take pieces from the podcast that we really enjoyed and we laughed about.
Yeah.
The problem we had was we were like, now we're getting serious, right? This might become something. And in order for somebody to be able to say, hey, I would love to sponsor your podcast, because it really the end goal was to have a good time, but not pay for it, right?
Right.
And just keep the content rolling. This costs us money. Everybody knows
Yes.
this always costs money. It's not free. As much as somebody says, I'll just do a podcast, it'll be free. It's not free. It's not free.
Yeah.
So when we were doing the intro, I mean, there was some pretty sour stuff in the intro, if I'm being honest. And so we took it out just because we knew we were getting sponsored by restaurants. We were getting sponsored by the CBD company.
Yeah.
We had a trucking company sponsor us. And so we thought we should probably pull that stuff out, because the last thing I wanted was somebody to turn on our episode and me say, Latin cum tastes like horchata.
Right. And it'd be whoop. Phew.
And it was it. You've already, I basically
It's real
could have
though.
said,
You're censored.
I basically could have said, hey, I voted for Trump.
Right.
Because you've split the room right down the middle, right?
Right.
And so I didn't want that. I wanted you to give it an opportunity to enjoy it and not hate it.
And that's what talks do. Just talking does that, right? No bias talk. Just talk. We're just talking. I'm not into all that shit. That shit's freaky to me. But that's definitely the division in humans. It's sad.
But thanks for shouting that out the other day.
Yeah.
I forgot about the intro, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it was like Throwback Thursday.
I
Let
like
me
the old
shout it
guy
out.
voice. Due to however it says.
Chance
It's
was
dope.
one of our first sponsors.
It's a dope ass sound.
Due to the ignorance of our host.
Yeah.
Parental discretion is advised.
Yeah,
and it's
it's a cool-
perfect.
Yeah, it's cool.
Perfect.
It works great. Yeah, you don't have to listen to it. But that's it. If you get sponsors, you're at their mercy. If they say don't say that again, and we're pulling, you're.
And we would have never thought about it without this guy. We had a podcast with him and his old partner, and they brought a big light to us saying, you've got to think about what you say at some point if you want to make this a lucrative business.
Yep.
Right?
It's sad.
Yeah.
It is. That's kind of sad. You should.
But
be able to,
at the same time, on the flip side of that, there are a lot of people that will support 18 and up podcasts where they're like, "Yo, say the wildest shit ever," And there comes a point where if you have the fucking views, if you have the support, if you have the backing, where you can go show up at any venue and you can pull 500 people, you're gonna be able to do what the fuck you want.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you have to get to that point.
Yeah, and and we thought eventually maybe it'll get there, right?
I just went on another show here recently, and I was trying very hard not to swear, and you can hear it. It's what's wrong with Junior. You can tell, man.
Yeah.
this is not me. It's not authentic to what I sound like. So I had to really think about it. And you guys probably know what I'm talking about, but I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I got to do it. I'm not at the mercy of I would let the biggest sponsor in the world go for fear of me trying not to say things, because as I think, I speak. I don't have a thought and then plan it out what I'm going to say and then say it. I just talk as I'm thinking. That's why oftentimes it's jumbled, and it's me, man. It's a mess. But that's who I fucking am.
Your mouth writes.
So enjoy
checks
it.
Your ass can't
Or
cash
don't.
sometimes, right?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Right.
I thought I had to censor myself the first time I came over here. Like, this is a nice ass neighborhood, nice ass house. It's like, I gotta watch my mouth.
He's like, and now we're in the harm barn.
Yeah, and then I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Here we go.
My people, say what you feel.
Oh shit.
Well, thanks for coming on, bro.
No, hey, thank you for having me, dude. Again, this was an absolute honor to be here on the 1 year anniversary.
1 year.
So thank you, man.
Thank you. Thanks to everybody for coming out and watching and helping us out. And
Real quick, Justin, what's your socials? Where can people catch The Other Side of the Beehive?
The Other Side of the Beehive on all the platforms. Anywhere you listen to your podcast, you can find The Other Side of the Beehive. The Other Side of the Beehive on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. Me, myself, Instagram, J_Sim68, or the Facebook, just Justin Simmons. My partner, Angel Cervera. You can find him on the same things. Give us a like. Give us a follow.
Do it.
No, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hey, and congratulations.
Thank you.
On everybody. What an honor. 1 year.
thank you. I hope everybody enjoys what we do. I just put it out there. It's just real. I hope people grab the value out of this. I care about shit. I really do.
Yeah, I truly believe I do.
We're not going to stop. It's keeping on going. We got another show to do, too. It's the way it works.
Love it.
Thanks, everybody. I love each and every one of you with my whole ass heart. Remember, the most important thing we do in life is what we do with our life. Love you all.
Thanks, brother.